Alright guys, today we're going to continue to talk about equations. To continue to talk about those, we are going to create equations and then solve the equations that we create. So in the at the bottom of this video, you have both of these. These are all in the same document, but today we're going to do these two and tomorrow we're going to do these two. So you don't need to worry about these just yet, which means we're actually going to cut these. As soon as I find my scissors, we're going to cut this off here. We just need this half for now. We are going to glue both in today so we don't lose them. So the first one, this is the one we're going to work on. I'm going to go ahead and cut the other one out and just put it to the side because we don't want to lose it. Remember, if you don't have a printer, just write it down. You'll have to pause the video to write it down. That's fine. It's not going to hurt you. Alright, so, and these are going to be on, if you're writing it down, it's on page 8, I think, but wait, let me make sure that that's right before I just tell you that. Definitely not page 8. Page 10 is where it's going to be if you're writing it down. That's why I need to check. Alright, so here's this one, and like I said, if you need to write it down, you're going to pause, write it down, figure it out before we start. Okay, so Aaron and Alice are bowling. Alice's score is twice the difference of Aaron's score and 5. The sum of their scores is 320. We are going to use our highlighters to notice important information. First of all, we have Aaron and we have Alice. And we're going to make information boxes. We are going to make an information box for Aaron and an information box for Alice. So just so we keep track, I got Aaron, I got Alice. They're bowling. Okay, Alice's score is, and this is Alice, so orange. Alice's score is twice the difference of Aaron's score and 5. Okay, we don't have any idea about Aaron's score though. So if we don't know about his score right here, then we're just going to make up a variable for Aaron's score. So let's say Aaron's score is X then, okay? All right, so Aaron's score is X. So Alice's score is twice the difference of Aaron's score and 5. So Aaron's score is X minus 5, and it says it's twice that. That means we need to have parentheses around that. It's twice, meaning 2 times that. Okay. Then the sum of their scores is 320. Well, we still have our information boxes here. The sum, meaning add them, of their scores is 320. So right here, the sum or the total is 320. So when we add, because it says sum, Aaron and Alice, we get 320. So now we're going to solve this. To solve this, we are going to bring down X, and we're going to distribute 2 times X is 2X. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And that is equal to 320. Now, this is got variables on the same side. So I have X, which is just 1X, plus 2X. So that's 3X minus 10 equals 320. Okay. Then add 10. So 3X equals 330. Divide by 3. And X equals 110. Now, just because you're done solving for X, that does not mean you have answered the question. We need to find out what each person's score was. X means something. X is Aaron's score. So Aaron scored a 110. Alice scored 2 times X minus 5. That would be her score. So to find Alice's score, we're going to do 2 times 110 minus 5. So we're just plugging in x. 110 minus 5 is 105, and 2 times 105 is 210. So 210 is Alice's score. Now, we need to check, does that really equal 320? 110 plus 210 is 320. We could have found Alice's score shorter, by the way, by just subtracting from 320. But that is my answer, the score for Aaron and the score for Alice. Let's talk about the next one. Now, it's a good idea, after you've written this down, if you don't have a printer, to go ahead and try this one on your own. You've got 3 people, so you have 3 information boxes. So pause it and take a minute. Okay. Mary, Carlos, and Amanda collect stamps. Carlos has 5 more stamps than Mary. Here's Mary's name right here. And Amanda has 3 times as many stamps as Carlos. Here's Carlos's name. All together, need another color, they have 100 stamps. Find the number of stamps for each. We're going to highlight the question in yellow. All right, I have 3 people and a total. So I'm going to have 3 boxes and a total. Total means we have to add between boxes. So, Mary. I need to make them big enough. Sometimes I don't make them big enough. Carlos. Oh, I forgot Amanda. No, we're good. I thought I did it in the wrong order, but I did not. Amanda. And then we have a total. Okay. We have no idea how many stamps Mary has, so we're going to say that's X, and this is Mary. Carlos has 5 more than Mary. He has 5 more than X, so X plus 5. Carlos. Okay. Amanda has 3 times as many stamps as Carlos. Well, if Carlos has X plus 5, that means Amanda has 3 times, multiply, as many as that. Amanda. All together, meaning add, equals, they have 100. To find the number of stamps for each, we're going to have to solve the equation. So bring down x plus 5 plus 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 5 is 15, and that equals 100. Most students forget to have this extra x here, and then they miss it. All right, now we need to look at like terms. X plus x is 2x, plus another 3x is 5x. Okay. 5 plus 15 is 20, and that is equal to 100. Okay, now subtract 20. 5x equals 80. Divide by 5. And I shouldn't need a calculator, but sometimes you do. You know, sometimes you need one. 80 divided by 5 is 16. So x equals 16. You can't see that. I'm very sorry that I did all that and you could not see it. So I'm going to leave that there for a minute. We subtracted 20. We divided by 5. We got x equals 16. All right, just like a minute ago, I've got to say how many each of these people have. Mary has 16. Well, Carlos has 5 more than that. So 5 more than 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. Okay. And Amanda. Now, I could be plugging these in. X is 16. X plus 5 is 21. Then x plus 5, which is 21, times 3 is 63. Or I could just do 21 times 3. I should make sure those will add up to 100. So I'm just going to check my calculator here. 16 plus 21 plus 63. They do, so I've probably done it right. If they don't, you need to go back and figure out why they don't. This is the answer, okay? All right, we are going to glue this in your notebook. I said on page 10. Remember, I said the wrong thing at first. On page 10. So I'm going to leave that there. Pause it if you need to. Page 10. Title for page 10 is still 2.2, but it's now creating equations. So it was solving before, now it's creating. Solving. Yep. Creating equations. That's the same title on page 11. So go ahead and take this and glue it in. Yes, it will not take up the whole page. That's fine. I know it doesn't take up the whole page. Go ahead and glue that on page 10. I've got to find my glue stick that I don't have out yet. Okay, there you go. Now, just so that we don't lose this, we're going to go ahead and glue this one on page 11. Of course, we're not doing this one until tomorrow, but it will dry before tomorrow. By the way, when you see these videos and see I'm in the same clothes, I'm not actually doing it tomorrow. I'll be making the new video in 1 second. So my glue won't dry. Alright, so glue that one on 11. I'm going to also go ahead and fill my tab out. So 2.2 started on page 8, but notice it's not going to end till 11. So it ends on 11. Sometimes that happens, and that's fine. Just keep this up to date. Your homework is in the book today, so you'll need your book. You will then put the answers on Edulastic like you've been doing. It's in Google Classroom. Let me know if you need help. Log in when the Google Meet starts if you need help. I will see you tomorrow.